Eyes on Abercrombie & Fitch after the company beat earnings estimates for the latest quarter. Let's get right to Abercrombie & Fitch CEO Fran Horowitz. Fran, good to see you. As always, you're getting ready for the big holiday shopping season. One word stood out to me on your earnings call. You're off to a strong start to the holiday shopping season. Where are you seeing some of that strength?
We are. Just to talk about third quarter for 1 minute, and then I'll go into that. An incredible quarter, just so incredibly proud of the team. We are performing, and we saw double-digit growth for both brands, all channels, all regions, all genders. Just an exciting quarter, certainly bringing this year-to-date record and heading into the fourth quarter. What we're seeing, Brian, is a balance across both brands, and we're seeing strength in tops and in bottoms in Abercrombie and in Hollister. We did a walkthrough last week with the team to make sure that we are ready to roll. Our inventory is here, our stores are staffed, and our DCs are staffed. So we are ready to compete.
Did the regional or the geographic performance surprise you? Because full stop for me, it surprised me, given everything that is going on in the world.
Not really. We've been talking about this regional growth opportunity for a while now. All the way back in 2022, when we talked about, during our investor day and what we thought our opportunities were, we called out our international growth. We're underpenetrated in both EMEA and APAC, and we've built teams in those regions. I'm very proud of the talent that we've been growing and developing in those regions. They've gotten much closer to the customer. They've been localizing our assortments. They've been localizing our marketing. So we were excited. We've been seeing it, for the last several quarters now.
Does it encourage you to open up or just go more aggressive with store openings next year internationally?
Yeah, we are continuing on our international growth path, absolutely, in both regions. We haven't declared how many stores we're opening up next year, but this year, we're a net store opener again. We are going to introduce 120 new experiences to our customers this year. That's half new stores and half, remodels and refurbishes.
I think a lot of folks that have followed the company's story in the past, they remember Abercrombie up in part when they went international, had these big multi-level stores. How are you doing it differently now overseas?
Yeah, the complete opposite. So our whole flagship era is pretty much over. Our customer has told us time and time again that that's not how they're shopping with us. Our stores are smaller, they're more efficient, they're omni-enabled. All of these new stores that we've been opening that are much smaller, much more efficient, have been really driving tremendous amount of sales. We just opened, just in our backyard here in Easton, a new Hollister a couple of months ago. I think, Brian, maybe 25% less space and already doing tremendously more business. So right size, right location, right economics is continuing to work for us.
Not everybody won back to school, Fran. We look at the results from Target, even Walmart had some weakness in apparel. How do you square that, what we're seeing from the consumer? In a lot of cases, the consumer is remaining cautious. They're out there enjoying experiences. But again, you're here with another quarter showing double-digit growth.
We definitely won back to school. The customer votes, and they definitely voted for us. I credit the team for staying close to the customer and really understanding, what they are looking for. Great example. We launched our collegiate collection. I think about 35 universities. We're now up to about 50. That was a big win for us. We merchandised that with our Gilly Hicks bottoms, which is exactly how she's wearing them, whether she's going to school or whether she's going to a sporting event. The Hollister team is very close to that high school consumer. They go to Friday night football games. They really spend time with the customer and really understand what they want.
True story, Fran. I went on your website and I saw the college collection. I was like, wow, I wish my college was on there. And then I realized my college is no longer open. It was just a small local school. I guess Fran can't sell a sweatshirt from there because I didn't go to Harvard. My school wasn't even open. But I appreciate the collection. Is the Hollister business back? Could you declare it's a business that is going to follow perhaps the growth trajectory that Abercrombie has followed the past 18 months?
I would say that Hollister is definitely back. We're comping the comp. We've seen consistent growth. And again, the team is very close to the customer. The product, voice, and experience is aligning. They're following the playbook. So our expectation is to continue to see growth in Hollister.
You're a merchant at heart. You and I have talked endlessly about this, how you think about design. Help us understand how that merchant at heart drives or plans the team for potential tariffs. You still get some product from China. You have the store bases in China. How are you planning for this? And what would it mean to prices at Abercrombie & Fitch and Hollister if they go through?
Yeah, you know what I do with the team, Brian? I tell them to control what they can control and stay focused on that. We produce in 17 countries around the world. We're very agile in our production. When we understand truly what's happening, we will have to make some adjustments and we will adjust accordingly. It's exactly what we did in 2018 when we had the same challenge. In 2024, we will not be receiving, more than, 5 or 6% of our U.S. receipts from China. So we're taking a look at it country by country, but the agility that we've built into our supply chain is really what's going to help us manage through this.
And besides being a merchant, you've also been in this retail industry for decades, Fran. What do you think tariffs of the magnitude we're hearing about, what does it mean to the apparel industry more broadly? I mean, a lot of companies such as yours have had a lot of momentum in your business. There are a couple of your competitors also doing pretty well. Does this stunt the industry's growth?
I think, again, we have to stay focused on what we can control. We certainly can't control what's going to happen globally with the tariffs. We have to continue to scenario plan and be creative and figure out ways to make sure that we provide for our customers the right product at the right time and the right value.
What also caught my attention was how aggressive you've been on stock buybacks. The team over at Citi shot me a note saying they think you could buy almost 30% of your company back. Will you stay aggressive on buybacks in the fourth quarter and next year?
Yeah, we haven't declared, what we're doing going forward, but we certainly did do a nice amount this quarter and year to date, almost 2%. It's part of our ability to, decide what we want to do with our capital, and investing in the business is number one, and share buybacks have obviously been important for us as well.
One of my colleagues, Fran, before I let you go, they asked me, are you going back out and doing your Black Friday coverage like you used to do? And I said no, because the stores are just not like they used to be 10, 15 years ago. You saw these really large crowds at many retailers. As the CEO of Abercrombie Fitch, how do you spend your Black Friday now, and how has it changed?
Oh, being in the stores, Brian, is not any less fun than it used to be. Those crowds definitely come out for Black Friday. We are seeing traffic across the world, honestly, being driven by our brands, being in those malls. We're also even seeing it in some of the street locations that we've opened up. So it's a fun, spirited time for us retailers, and we're certainly going to go out there and enjoy it.
So it just doesn't get old for you. You'll be back. You're back in the stores all weekend.
It definitely does not get old.
Fran Horowitz, good to see you. Abercrombie Fitch CEO. Thanks for always making time for Yahoo Finance. Good luck this holiday season. We'll talk to you soon.
Thanks, Brian. Have a nice Thanksgiving.
All right, you as well.